Hi. Okay, so today's episode, we're going to talk about the interview in PC Gamer, Counterlogic Gaming, talking about the past and future of League of Legends. They're about to start Worlds tomorrow. They're going to play in the group stages. So welcome to Mind Games TV, episode number 23, CLG starts Worlds. Okay, so I'm doing this because somebody asked, what was my opinion on their narrative, on the things that they said in this article. There was some hype around it, some worry, some excitement. Okay, so I'm going to analyze it from the sports psychology perspective for you all. First comment. There definitely wasn't any relief, says Daron. I realized that it was nice to win NA, but it wasn't really my goal. 3-0ing TSM was definitely an accomplishment, but it wasn't the accomplishment I was looking for. To win Worlds and prove that I'm the best, and we're the best, that's what I'm shooting for, and I'm really not looking for anything else. Okay, so I like this because I know that they celebrated right after they won. Celebration is important. Celebrating wins is crucial to a longevity of your career, not burning out. But you want to have a narrative after that of framing it in terms of hunger and growth, always looking forward to improvement. So I like that he didn't say, oh, I played that crap and oh, that's why I got to get better. It was an accomplishment. It was something that he did, and then next level it, right? So that's kind of like the kind of mindset that I would, a narrative that I want to kind of push when I'm a coach on a team. Okay, and then next comment. Afro, I wasn't happy with our performance in the finals particularly, if only because it was pretty sloppy. Okay, so I would have liked to heard something like, if only because I could have pushed harder or prepped better. So I dislike the narrative from this statement. It's good to have a narrative of let's do better, just like I said, but it's not good to have a narrative of perfect play. Perfect play is a myth. It only happens when your opponent sucks. And the better your opponent is, the more forced errors you make, and therefore the more sloppy the game gets. So I think actually what Zach meant kind of by this statement was that we played down to their level. We could have played higher level, but we played down to their level. So we weren't mentally resilient enough to mercilessly crush them into a pulp. And that is something that's personally disappointing, for players when they feel like they had untapped performance level and they played down to their opponent, because that happens all the time. And it happens a lot in tennis, one of the most mentally difficult sports of all time. It happens in CSGO a lot because CSGO mimics tennis in terms of the rounds, and so it's really easy to play down to somebody's level. And the counteract of that is, or the way that you fight that is through resilience. You have to mentally play against an opponent who's much tougher than you and not relax, and that is hard to pull off. So, okay, next comment. I don't really feel scared about anything. I don't know, a 50% chance we'll make it if we face SKT earlier, like a baby grand final. Unfortunate, but I still think we can beat them. That's Zach, Afro. Okay, beautiful. This is amazing. So, one thing I love about it, what are the chances you're going to win? That's probably the question. Well, let's see. There's two teams. One of them wins, and the other one loses. So I'd say the probability is 50-50. Yeah. So that's basically the response that an athlete should make, in my opinion. What are the chances that you're going to beat your opponent? It's 50-50 chance. What are the chances that they're going to beat you? It's 50-50 chance. All this talk about oh yeah, I'm feeling strong. He's looking weak. I feel like I had a good chance to beat him. Maybe 70-40 or something. All this is projection into the future, anticipation, things you can make yourself disappointed about when you don't live up to them. Once you are in a match, aside from breaking the rules, winning badly that way, the important thing is victory. It's very similar to warfare. You want to win, and you want to win well. You want to win within the rule set, but above all, you want victory. And if you say like, we're thinking we're going to do well, 80-20, then you go in and you win, and it's like a 70-30, and you feel kind of miffed because you'd said you were going to 80-20 it. Like, that's a very bad mindset to like have in the middle of a match. So I don't like starting out that way to begin with. So, yeah, super awesome, like, pre-performance mindset for going into a match. And if you can carry that against a top team that is carrying odds against you in a betting round, then you know that you're doing pretty good. Okay, final comment. This is the last one I'm going to look at. But I personally feel by the end of the tournament, we'll prove that we're the best team in the world, and that's all that matters. This was Daron again. Okay, so prove it. I love the choice of this word, prove. It kind of makes me think that there's this underdog mentality, and I like it. I like underdog mentality. I think that people with something to prove, people with something to defend, like their work and their ethic and their reputation, and people with something to prove, like that they put in the most work, that they deserve it the most. I think that that kind of mindset is really powerful. It allows you to pull out exceptional performances in a match that when you're in flow state that you couldn't have otherwise done, in order to prove to everybody that, it's going to go well. So those are my comments on the article. I hope it's interesting, useful for you in terms of your own performance. I think that there's a lot of lessons you can take for your own training games and solo queue games and ladder games, whether it's in Hearthstone or League of Legends or Counter-Strike, whatever. Sorry about the intensity of the video today and the lateness. It's just it's been a really long week, pretty exhausted. Almost didn't get to this video today. I'm working up a couple big things on the website. I am renovating. I don't think that's the right word. I'm redoing the introductory course Foundations, which is my free training course that was, I think, 3, 4, 6, maybe 7 lessons. I'm expanding on it. I've got 3, the 3 big core video lessons, and I'm adding a bunch more stuff, and I'm making it prettier and making it more structured for motivation, stuff like that. So look forward to that in the next week or so. You can sign up anytime you want on my blog. It's a free membership. And I'm working on a big series on performance-enhancing drugs, or cognitive enhancers, I guess, because they're not all drugs. There's a big difference between a drug and a supplement. So I'm going to release a video series on performance-enhancing drugs because people have been asking, what can I do to optimize my learning, to optimize my training, to optimize my focus, my performance. And there's a lot you can do mentally and physically. And then there's a lot you can do nutritionally as well for your brain. And people aren't pushing that to the extreme that they could be. So I want to give the kind of information that you need to make the right decisions about your nutrition and your supplementation. So I'm gonna make a video series about that. So look forward to that maybe this weekend. And yeah, this TV series, Mind Games TV, episode number 23, was sponsored by my blog, mindgames.gg, and you can patronize me, mindgames.gg/patron, Patron, for €5 a month, and you can cancel at any time, you can refund at any time, and it just helps me to keep the show running and to welcome you to my little 2-year-old Legos version forest. These are the kind of Legos you got to use with like a 2-year-old because they'll eat the other ones. But I think we have like some sort of ark there. All the animals are on it with a doctor. Some sort of, I don't know what that is. Made a little pathway here. We got like a forest going on back there. And a thing of oil, I guess, for the diesel engine. This is going to be like a relic eventually, when we have electric everything. Kids are going to be like, what the heck is this? Oh, you keep oil in there. Oh, what's oil? It's that thing you eat in the Mediterranean diet that we're all eating because it's like the healthiest diet ever. It's not. I actually like Korean and Japanese diets, but Mediterranean diet's got all this pop culture buzz right now. So, yeah, anyway. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys later.